In these problems, we're being asked to round some numbers to the nearest thousand or the nearest hundred. So if you round something to the nearest thousand, your answer is going to be 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, etc., with no other smaller place values than the thousands. And if you round it to the hundreds is going to be the smallest place value, and it's just going to be zeros after that. So a couple of ways to think about this. You can visualize things on a number line and figure out what thousand or hundred this number is between and decide which one it's closest to. Or you can do this sort of procedure where you just look at the next place value down. So if you're trying to round to the thousands, you look at the hundreds place value and you ask, is this below 5 or is it 5 or above? And if it's a below 5, you round down. So if we look at this first one, rounding 2,494 to the nearest thousand, we would go to the hundreds place and ask, is that below 5 or 5 or above? And this is below 5, so we're going to round down. And when we round down, this will become 2,000. So why is that? Well, 2,494 is about here on a number line between 2,000 and 3,000. It's about halfway to 3,000, almost, a little shy of that. And we rounded down, so we go down to the nearest thousand there. Okay, let's try another one. So this says round 8,504 to the nearest thousand. If I look at the hundreds place, it is 5 or above. In this case, it's exactly 5. So this is actually just a little more than halfway between 8,000 and 9,000, a little closer to the 9,000. So our answer is going to be 9,000. All right, let's try some hundreds. So here we have 7,824, and we want to go to the nearest hundred. So we can just ignore the thousands. It's going to be part of our answer. And then let's just focus on the 824. So is 824, if we think about this on a number line, so here's 800, here's 900, 824 is somewhere in the middle, closer to that 800. And we know that because the 2 in the tens digit, when we're rounding the nearest hundreds, we look at the tens digit, that's less than 5. So we're going to round down to 800. So rounding 7,824 to the nearest hundred is 7,800 or 7,800. All right, one more. We've got 2,538 to the nearest hundred. So the 2,000 is just going to come along for the ride. With this 538, we look at the tens digit. That is lower than 5, so we round down to 500 because this chunk is between 500 and 600. So that is a little bit of work with rounding to the nearest thousand or the nearest hundred.